my gameplay. Am I a good detective? Okay. I'm plugged in the controller now, so hopefully it'll be better. Resume. Add interrogator. Oh, start again. Yuck.
Just a minute.
Well, I've done everything. Might as well just talk to him.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black.
Maybe I'll have
We
to...
can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Maybe I'll have to discover everything again.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window. At the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. Gotta be something in here to go on.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
Yeah, I'll have to do all that. Why is he using your phone again, man? Seems like it.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thank you. This must be Adrian's. Stenzel. So the glasses are a match. To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting. A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house. Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
I think I read that, so I'm gonna skip it.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's.
Guess
Yes.
I can't skip it. Oh.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I
vice.
want to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh, times that made
Alright. Nothing else. Please.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
And a minute. So I have to make sure.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Okay, no.
That can't be right. So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can go next to the neighbors. Let's see who's in here. No, okay.
Probably nothing.
Yeah. I think I got all the clues this time. Again.
I'm all right now, detectives.
Sure you are. I think they're all the same. Alright. Time to talk to her.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig?
So all
Adrian
will be
runs a tool
true
business.
and one lie.
That would be Frank Morgan.
Lie.
God knows what
Remember?
he's up to.
Yep.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. Very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
Yeah, that's true.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Yeah.
Did your
Cold
husband
business.
tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was gonna meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Liar.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
No, you haven't.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Okay.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Get away. Get away. Quick. I'll drive.
KTI Radio.
That's the map.
Hunger and starvation are the enemies of civilization and democracy. It's up to every American, man, woman, and child to save a little food every day.
Right. He's all the way over there.
And that way, the people of Western Europe...
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there. Take it easy.
Make sure your family does its part. Look for the men at your local grocers.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
Careful! She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. Stranger things have happened.
Units, shots fired off Speed's help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired off Speed's help. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Straight on here.
Oh, come on. That's where you're going.
Next left. You don't care who gets in your way, do you?
Sorry. Hold on.
Straight through at the next junction.
Sorry.
Look out for the pedestrians.
Another musical favorite, brought to you by Bullseye brand cigarettes. Tex Williams.
Right turn, coming up.
Oh, sorry. God.
Shots fired off Speed's help. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Car 11K, we'll handle the help call. Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, shots fired off Speed's help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia.
Coming, Stefan?
I see you motherfuckers. Come on up here and get us.
What is all this?
Traffic stop from hell. Crowley pulls these guys over. Finds a trunk full of hardware like this. They loose, bullets start flying, and they snatch up the guns and one of the cops. Take the high ground and make their change.
And the officer?
Up there. Still alive, we think. Who knows for how long. We'll keep him busy if you can find a way up, sir.
way!
Get up there.
You deal with him. I'll cover the street from here. Go on, get up there.
I'm on it.
Put the weapon down now. You want to back off right now.
Oof.
$11K. I've been involved in a shooting. It's code 4 here, but suspects are down, and I need an ambulance at Chateau and Valencia. Also notify detective headquarters. I'll need the coroner. My partner and I are okay.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. Detective headquarters will be notified. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at Chateau and Valencia. Code 4.
Your health, I've smoked them all my life and I ain't dead yet. But nicotine slaves are all the same at a pet party or all over. Everything's gotta stop while they have that cigarette. Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Puff, 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 and if you smoke yourself.
Keep going straight.
That you hate to make him wait, but you just gotta have another cigarette.
Look out! Keep going on this road. Straight through the next intersection.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank if he's driving.
All units, officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
I'm on to save the day, save people's lives.
The other night, I had a date with the cutest little girl in the 48 states. I read up and found a fancy little date. Now, she said she loved me, or seemed to me, and things were just about like they ought to be. So hand in hand, we strolled down Lover Drive. She was old and tall, with a chunk of eyes, and our summer party was going real nice. So help me, Hannah, I think I've been there yet. I give her a kiss and a little squeeze, and she said, excuse me, please, but I just got to have another cigarette.
All units, officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211 and shots fired.
What's the situation?
We got a hold-up gun sour. 3 guns locked themselves in with 2 hostages. I tried to go on to the front, but the place is a fortress. I nearly got a mouthful of lead from my trouble.
All right. Let's see if I can get in through the back.
All right, I'll stay here and keep them busy.
Let's go. Got that.
Reinforcements on me.
Quick, up the stairs. Get after him.
Put the weapon down, now!
Oh, good. Easy.
Car 11K, I've been involved in a shooting at 333 South Main Street. Globe Loan and Jewelry. It's code 4 now, but the suspect is down. I need an ambulance here, and notify my supervisor in the corner.
11K, roger on the ambulance in coroner. Your supervisor will be notified. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 333 South Main Street.
You're behind the wheel.
And loan.
Ink spots.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You looking for someone?
I can't decide between the two.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back.
Frank?
My acting coach
Frank
says
Morgan?
I have real talent.
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car, abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
Okay. What's the lie about?
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
Oh, he just said it's a rail yard. Savile Tool Co.
I thought cops had their own bars.
Savile Tool. That's signed by F. Morgan.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Uh-huh.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
Oh my god. He has no idea. Looks pretty dopey, so I don't know if he's telling the truth. He might be telling the truth. But I want to use another one. Doubt.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it! Or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan.
We appreciate it.
Yep.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops. Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
2 club sandwiches. Thank you, waitress.
I know what he didn't really do anything wrong.
I got drinking to do. You're getting nothing more from me.
Yeah. Like, technically, he didn't really do anything.
I'll go back to my drink.
Like, I suppose that blood will probably be pig blood, I assume.
Can you drive to this one? Where are we going?
Morgan's apartment.
Car 11K, come in. KGPL calling car 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps. Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
What apartment was he in? Oh, I just knocked on every door.
Help you, gentlemen? LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from LA.
Why?
I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
Yeah, and you run.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now. It's over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
City damage. And vehicle damage. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
And then the last calls and says he's gonna marry.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. We catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, man. Let's go save him.
I guess I'll be right back.
So you're the first in this family born without a tail.
You know the way. You can drive.
You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience. Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle?
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner. It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Empty.
Toolbox. No. Go away.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
What do you got there?
Combination wrench.
Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
Mm-hmm. Life is forward bet.
Not sure this means much.
That's all. It's a ball.
Doesn't look like anything.
I think that all that I should talk. Talk to this lady. If she's seen anything. Nope, alright.
I'm trying to imagine you with a personality.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows, always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Alright.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it. Los Angeles finest, huh? God help us all.
I guess you can tell the truth.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
Just looks so specific. That's definitely suspicious. Just look at his face. Yeah.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
Yeah, see, now that's different because this license plate was removed, so they must have placed onto their car.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Look at the face. Oh, that's definitely a lie. Oh my god.
Why did you take the license plate?
Me? Well, what'd I do with license plates? You saying I have them? Scratching around in that book won't prove nothing. You should show me some respect.
Okay.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, if you could come back and do something about those kids.
How about we bring you an umpire's mask? Jacobs dumped the book he was reading in a hurry when we walked up. You curious what he didn't want us to see?
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
I think we've wrung this place dry. Let's find a game well.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now. Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you. Messages, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Come on.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
He seems like a happy chap.
We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
No.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
That's not right. One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
Three by 4 missing wrench. Was that the one? Yeah, it is. Right.
I don't think so. Optimistic, Cole.
Yeah.
No good. We need diplomatic plates.
Okay. Try look elsewhere.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
Yeah.
So
Valdez was just driving by and he saw the car.
Yeah, something like that. Happens all the time.
Ah, okay, guess I was wrong. I'm terrible.
Where
at
can
this.
we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
Yeah, you're definitely lying.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
Yeah, it looks like it's telling truth.
So that's it?
Like I said, the workshop's too close to the street. It's difficult to keep an eye on it.
Okay, I got that wrong too.
We'll be keeping an eye on you, Dewey. And spreading the word that you don't like to cooperate with the LAPD.
We really ought to take more time over the Packard, Phelps. Let's head back to the empty lot.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
You read the story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want that.
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color. Look what we have now. Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too.
Oh, yeah.
And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
So let's play good cop, bad cop.
I want to make homicide. You know you
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you?
Shut
I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
He's
Mr. Valdez.
Consul
And
General.
I'm back up.
I insist on my full title.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Doubt that.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Don't tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
You got that right.
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
After. Okay, stop.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you gonna tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the Archangel. I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
That's a lie, eh?
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you a madman? This will cause an international incident.
I don't know.
Danny, Ben, Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Gabriel, spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy. I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General.
Let's nail this kid Delgado and wrap this thing up.
I got this gadget whiz putting recording devices into place for me.
Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
Those vice boys get any on the side? I say we bust in there and find
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So, where you want to go?
You been doing okay with driving?
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our Archangel hasn't already flown.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Hello.
What the hell is this guy doing?
Alright.
Yet.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Would you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Miss Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad. So how far along are you, Anna?
That's kind of rude.
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right. So how's it gonna be when you go into labor and he's not around?
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father.
Difficult
Already
to tell
he works
whether
hard
it's the
to
suspect
provide
vehicle
for
from the
us.
scene.
Unless you
Gabriel's
help
pride
us
was
here,
yours.
Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Not everything here is going to be relevant. I don't think this is any use to us. Incidental.
Two plates.
Serving breakfast for two, Anna? You should have cleared up.
Aha.
Diplomatic license plates.
It doesn't appear to be connected. I doubt it. This doesn't pertain to the case.
It looks like Valdez gets his wheel back.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's definitely guilty.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Anything else? I think that's all.
We really ought to take more time over the package, Phelps. Let's head back to the empty lot.
No, not yet.
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
Oh, wait.
What do you want?
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricon that he is a man.
Okay.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
Oh no. You straight out lie.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Then tell us where he is. If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line. That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last week. No wonder Delgado has such an eye for fine arts videos.
Hey, keep it down, would you?
We know where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
I was just want to be a pain.
Where do you see a number 3 marked on that door?
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
You know the way. You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Yeah, sure.
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cars?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado. Getting away!
When did we shut one of these races? Another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around. The next 16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, you're calling. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others.
Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
Oh no, what the way? No, I don't want to restart it. I'll start again, I think.
him. Damn it, Cole, hold it steady.
Why am I stopping? Why am I stopping?
You're under arrest for Grand Theft Auto.
Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricón. Valdez, I shot him. Now who's the man? I should have burned his fucking car.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
Case solved. Right, the finals closed. And I think I'll leave it right there.
You have any plans for Weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
My sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Some balls there.
Gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair.
Yeah, so like I said, I'll just
That
leave
bum
it there.
took a swipe at me, I put him down with my sack.
Alright, so yeah, I'll probably continue on this tomorrow. And yeah. Thanks for watching.